I'm Garrett. Cancel me if I'm about to get canceled. Are you verse?
You are not asking anything
Okay, cool,
wrong
great.
at all. Like, there's that weird subsect of gay men that are like, can't you tell? Can't you tell? You don't know? You don't
Right.
know what I am? I'm like, yeah, but like, everybody likes Carly Rae Jepsen, so you need to tell me. They're like, you can't tell from the way I carry myself that I'm a bottom. I'm like, well, okay, see? You fooled me, Bowser. Now chill out.
You know Gara, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yes.
Hi.
I didn't want to be rude.
No, we go like Gara and I probably go 2-3 years back now.
Oh,
Literally.
okay.
Yeah. We had sex. It's like no big deal.
We have not, but we did watch stand up where a guy referred to himself as the Pussy Man for like
Yes.
a good 5 minutes.
Yes, which is basically sex. So.
Who's the Pussy Man?
Oh, the Pussy Man, he was a comic. We were at the stand, we had a mic at the stand downstairs, old stand.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened is that this guy, he like went last after like Policemen and like a lot of comics. And so he was the final one, and he didn't want to do traditional stand-up, which cool, whatever. Fine.
Why?
You know,
Let's be real. The Pussy Man is an original. He is an innovator.
He's the Pussy Man, so
Yeah.
he's not set up punch.
So the Pussy Man, he basically, this is gonna sound crazy. He would just tell sort of a setup or a premise, and then it would end with like, but you know how the Pussy Man does it? And he'd just be like, oh.
Yeah, it honestly was genius. It was absolutely, and you know how in the mic scene you can get stuck with certain people because you're doing the same like circuit.
Yes.
I got stuck with the Pussy Man, and then also this 9/11 cop who told this story about how they would have to shoot pigeons because they were eating all the dead bodies.
Wait, what's a 9/11 cop?
He was a cop during 9/11.
Yeah, what the hell?
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that I totally understood what a 9/11 cop was.
He was a first responder. He was there too.
That's what I should have said though.
He's a cop, but he was copping when 9/11 happened.
But then he would like leave, and people would be like, "Can I do my drug stuff now?" Because like, was he for real?
Yeah.
The Pussy Man, that's so funny. People who don't, we're gonna leave this in here because it's too funny. But people who like don't know the comedy scene, here's the amazing thing about open mics: anyone can do them. Anyone. And it doesn't really cost anything, and you have a captive audience who has to listen to you until you get your turn. So in real life, no one's listening to the Pussy Man. Like no one's,
or like his friends are like, man, yeah, it's hilarious, but like only in this White Castle. Don't do that no place else.
Yeah.
Or like when you get high, like when you're like in a weird kind of like delirium state late enough at night, where you're like, would this be funny? And everyone's like, it's funny right now. And
right. And your friends are like, they tell you that you're funny, and then you think that you like have.
Yeah.
Which is a uniquely cis male thing. Like
100%.
Girls are like, oh, are you okay? Like a girl will tell a story, and her friends will be like, I'm checking up on you though, and like.
Yes, exactly. And a dude will be like, you got your dick stuck in the refrigerator? You gotta tell that to everybody.
Wait a second, your baseball coach touched you where? Man, get on stage.
You're a comedian.
But the crazy thing is the minute they get on stage, because you see this all the time, they'll like lose their fantasy football, like, challenge.
Yeah.
I don't play fantasy football, but they'll lose it, and then they'll be like, you gotta go on stage. But this guy's thinking, he's like, I'm gonna wow them. When I go on stage, like, this is gonna be amazing. He gets on stage and he's like, yeah, what's up, man? And his friends aren't laughing. The other people aren't laughing. He's not laughing. And it's like, no one likes this. You should get streaked. No one likes this.
You said he lost, and then he thinks they're still going to be nice at the show.
Right.
Like, dog, like, they're punishing you.
Yeah,
they're still going to be mean.
Right.
Well, let's just get into it. Thank you for. I maybe have to put this in at the beginning, but Jay, we're very loose. We're very loose.
That's cool.
And also, Gara wanted to have me tell the audience that I have the soundboard today. We're having gay sex. Gara is my youth in the sound booth to keep me from getting canceled. And Gara usually has a soundboard that plays like different sound effects and stuff like that. You know what? I might not even use it because Jay, you guys can't even hear it. So why? It's not gonna. Anyway, whatever.
Wait, but introduce me and use Sandstorm.
Oh, okay. Wait, let me find it. Oh God, Gara, this is so hard.
I know it is, but
where
this
the
is what
fuck
I
is
want.
Sandstorm? Here we go. I got it.
Okay.
It's playing.
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah. So, we have Jay Jurden on
Hello.
I'm gonna find the applause now. It's Jay Jurden. Jay is probably Jay is probably one of the quickest rising stars in the stand-up scene right now. I think that's probably just did the Tonight Show, just did Comedy Central stand-up, just did Just for Laughs, High Maintenance, right, on HBO.
Yeah. And
just so many things.
If anyone doesn't know, that's EGOTing in the stand-up world.
Yes.
That's an EGOT. High maintenance, Just for Laughs, Tonight Show, EGOT.
Comedy Central, EGOT, 100%. In 1 year, absolutely deserving of it. Incredible writer. If I had to pick one thing, incredible writer.
Oh, man.
And we are very happy to have him. And we're going to let you, we always do our identifiers so that the people at home know and don't get canceled themselves. I am a cis gay woman. I use the she pronouns. Gara?
Hey, what's up? I'm Gara. I use they, them. Okay, let's normalize that. And I'm pansexual. What's up? Hey.
Oh, and me, I am Jay Jurden. I'm a cisgender male, so he, him pronouns are fine. And I'm bi, but exist in gay spaces really well. But I'm still bi. I can't get rid of that because then people will be like, but what about this time you sent this text? I'll be like, no, I promise.
Oh my God. Are there receipts on your bi-ness?
Oh, 100%. Oh, 100%. I'll tweet. I'll be like, man, if people would just show their titties more, the world would be a better place. And then everyone will be like, Jay. I'll be like, but what I'm saying is if they want to. Not that. I'm saying like if we were all happier, people would feel freer too. I'm not saying a construction worker should tell you to show them because I love his own.
When you write like a joke and then you have to reverse engineer the joke so that you don't get canceled. You're like, no, but it still works for trans women because no, and you're like,
well, we're all in like a very fun little, not troublesome spot, but like because we're all queer and because we're all comics, sometimes we go, it was funny, but will I get in trouble?
Yes, absolutely. And I think one thing is, as a comedian, you're always speaking for your own experience most of the time. Most of these jokes, people aren't saying categorical statements about genders, body parts, sexualities. They're usually just speaking from their own perspective. So they're like, I've never, let's say, had a same-sex relationship. So they're talking about opposite-sex relationships. And I think we have to be mindful that people are usually speaking from their own perspective. We're just talking about comedy, and we're not talking about gay sex. I want to talk about gay sex.
But we pivoted to gay sex.
We did.
Every time anyone talks about gay sex in a comedy club, I feel like it helps people that aren't gay be like, oh, okay. So
I feel like when I talk about gay sex in a comedy club, I just see all the men being like, but does she wear it? How big is it? What color is it? Like,
what color is it?
I feel like Ashley, when you talk,
right, exactly.
Actually, when you talk about gay sex in a comedy club, I feel like it isolates all of the men. I could be talking about gay sex and then say one thing about being attracted to men, and I have all of the men on my side. You
100%.
just have to be slightly bisexual in a comedy club for men to be like, okay, but we gonna fuck them? And it's like, no.
For me, it's the opposite. I get the men on my side when I'm like, titties are dope. They're like, yeah, they are. We
They're
can
like,
hang.
Wait a minute, she's making some good points.
So let's get to we go round table. We talk
Sex.
about the gay sex that we
Yes.
had this week.
Ooh.
It doesn't matter if you did or did not. You can talk about it. We're very loose. You know what?
And we're in quarantine right now.
We are.
Which is
Oh,
something
yeah.
we should clarify.
So
Yes.
And
people
so
aren't-
this is.
Yes.
You
100%.
go.
We are in quarantine right now. This is our first quarantine episode. And I was like sort of excited because I was like, oh, I can almost like have like I can get people from around the world. Like this
Yeah.
is so cool and like blah blah blah. Not that you're like in Australia right now. You are in New York, but
It might as well be.
I felt free. I was like, oh, I can like the rules are different. So, but I am alone. So I have been having FaceTime gay sex
Which is, well, I mean, FaceTime sex is just gay sex, right?
because you're always looking at yourself
Oh, no, because I meant
in
like
the
that's where-
thumbnail.
well, no, because like that's, you put your face wherever you want it to go. And
Oh.
FaceTime
Yeah.
is oral anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So okay, I want to learn how gay men like FaceTime. So like and we're gonna talk, and this is a great topic for you because
Yeah.
you are kind of I don't know what
Say
the
it.
youthful
Say it.
what the youthful slang is on this, but you're like a thought queen
A hoe?
on you're a hoe on Instagram.
Yeah.
So-
and Twitter now.
Yeah.
I'm like, every now and then I'll like put a
Are you
picture
putting
of-
your dick? Okay, yeah, that's what I was
I've never put my dick on Instagram or Twitter. I've put underwear where if you look at it, you can see. Like
I've
I have,
seen
like,
your penis.
I have like a few Speedo shots where people are like, this is very prominent. And I'm like, well, it didn't get taken down. So
I mean, that's the glorious thing about Twitter is like it is a thoughts paradise because anything goes. Anything
Yeah,
goes on
it really
Twitter.
does. You can say whatever you want pretty much on Twitter.
I mean, that is also a double-edged sword
Yeah.
for Twitter, but
Sure.
like as far as like, you know, sex workers thrive on Twitter because I'm not a sex worker, but I mean, it seems as if they do. I'm not saying that like see,
Oh,
I gotta be careful.
Kara,
because
I
there
thought you
could
were
be-
gonna reveal some information that I did
No,
not
it's
have.
actually not. No, but like most of the sex workers I follow on Twitter, it's like I'll be scrolling, joke, full on penetrate, like just full on penetration.
Really?
Well,
It's
'cause
crazy.
With
Oh,
Twitter,
yeah.
you can, like, a lot of porn stars are kind of funny on Twitter. Like Ty Mitchell, he's a porn performer
Yeah.
that has written articles, I think, for like publications. Like, he's a funny person, but he's also just like a little pass around bottom. And he, like, his tweets will be like joke, like sex scene, joke, sex scene. Also
Pass
on Twitter,
around bottom? Sorry, I'm
Yeah.
old. I don't know the things. What is a pass around bottom?
just like a little power bottom is a very
Because it's in the
receptive-
lower part of the tweet. Is that the?
No, because
What?
So he's like a bottom traditionally.
Yeah.
Oh,
in
you're
gay
describing
sex.
who he is as a person.
Yeah.
This is not Twitter slang. I'm so.
Yeah, no,
I
no,
mean-
Shift, Alt, Delete, bottom.
Yeah, technically, I guess he would just be like a retweet or like a bunch of.
If he
space
starts
bars.
topping, just reboot him and he'll
Yeah.
bottom again. If you're like
Yeah.
having some sort of.
Yeah.
But you can like post nudes. Like Twitter, really, you can't take down a nude. A lot of people have like alt Twitter accounts where they have like for real nudes. Like my identity isn't nearly as like split up on Twitter. It's just me all the time, me. But some people have like professional accounts and then like
Yeah.
crazy like sex in the park
Wow.
accounts.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
nuts. Because I can see the line on your pee-pee in some of the Instagram posts that you have. By the way, look.
I like it when you call it that.
I've never seen I've never seen one in the flesh. If
Oh,
you know,
you haven't?
That's usually what they're in. Is flesh.
yes. Digitally, I have been exposed.
Not in Ashley's closet. They're
right. They're all
skinned.
Yeah, she's like, they're polyurethane. They are.
Can they be flesh? That's so weird. What is this based on? But
You're like, wait a second, Jay. Yours isn't see-through.
Right.
Okay. What is the point?
Yours doesn't have polka dots. This is from something. Oh, that's like from something. All right. Enough riffing on that. But I call it a waist-up crush. A waist-up crush is like, I don't feel it down here. I feel
We're going
it.
back to this.
Yes, it's important information.
A waist-up crush? You're just describing like adolescence before you
Totally, like pre-puberty,
okay.
like mental, like, oh, I think I like him, but then it never translates into physical desire. You know what I mean?
It.
And when I see the line on your pee-pee, this is all full circle. I get a little.
Yes. That makes me so happy. Well, that's like, okay, so that's like, we can get, it's gay sex, we don't care, we can get. So that's like my glands.
Oh, you're.
GLANS. That's like my penis head, like the head of my penis. Sometimes when people, so like when you're circumcised, your penis head, it can't like hide behind your foreskin, so it's just always out. So from a
my penis head is always
imagine, out. No, it's not, because
that's
you have
true.
a pectoral hood.
Okay, but can I just say I'm such a little peen fiend. I love peen. I'm like obsessed with peen, and I like literally, oh my god, I save pictures of like nice like thoughty pics of the peen head just like really poking through, just like really kind of like showing you just a little bit of like a.
There's.
What?
So I was Twitter battling. Not really. I was playing cock chicken with Ian Findance, and so he posted a picture, and I posted a picture, and the final picture was me in like white underwear that are very like you can see what's going on. So that's in the Twitter replies if anyone wants to check it out. But so like. The reason those pictures are fun is because it's like when you see nipple, but there's still like shirt. You as a viewer are like, oh, I saw something.
Yes,
and everyone's like, we all saw it, but everyone's like,
right, exactly. And I think it's so. This is like really great. I'm glad that we're getting here. This makes me feel less alone. So I've been having FaceTime sex with this girl that I've sort of been seeing for a little bit, and FaceTime sex is like. It's hard. I prefer like phone sex, I think, because it's really hard for. God damn it. Sorry, I got a FaceTime. I have FaceTime sex. I'm gonna have FaceTime sex right now. No,
do it.
It's hard for me because I feel I like seeing her body parts, but it's like weird to see them. It's very hard for a woman to like pose sexually her full body on FaceTime while you're having FaceTime sex. And for me, like you think I'm wrong?
I don't agree. I don't agree. I just like I was in a long distance relationship for a long time, so you have to get absolutely pro at like getting like a full shot. But I don't think. I mean, like if you can get like. Are you talking about like you get that full vaginal herself. Like
no
right.
No I don't need to like see her vagina, like that's not, and this is where I think
if you're not seeing up in it, you're not getting the real like,
but that's not what
it's like untucked. If you not see it, if you aren't checking for ovarian cysts, you're only getting half
if
the
I
story.
don't know whether or not you have HPV. If your cervix is not visible. No, but the thing is, that doesn't do it for me. What does it for me, I don't look like looking at just like a vagina, and I think this can be a thing that you see prominently with men. Like, I think like men send dick pics because I think they enjoy the reverse. Like, they would want to see. I think a lot of women don't like. I like a little shirt and a little nip. You know what I mean? I like the I like the dance.
Ooh.
I like the teasing. I like the full picture. You know what I mean? So for me, FaceTiming is hard because it's so about FaceTime sex is hard because it's so about the images, you know? And I feel like, and also I'm looking at the thumbnail of my face the entire time. So this is crazy, but I actually, while I was FaceTiming with her on the computer, I was like, would you be weirded out if I pulled up one of your nudes? And she was like, I'm not weirded out. It's definitely new for me. I was like, yeah, like there are no rules though, right? Like, and so I pulled up one of her nudes so that I could see her face on the FaceTime, but I could also see her butt in the nude and like her body and like the underwear that she was wearing. And I came immediately. Like that was so helpful for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
You guys,
we're all
I
like,
feel like you guys are a little
different.
judgmental right now. I'm going to be honest.
not
This is the
judging.
first time.
I'm not judging.
This is,
Can I go? I'm gonna go first. I love
okay, great.
that. I think more people should look at like nudes while they're talking to the person because you don't really have the ability to do that. But
Yeah.
I feel like anytime that I like have like FaceTime sex or like FaceTime sex doesn't happen for me as much as like in the quarantine, people send nudes a lot. Like they send
you're getting a lot of nudes.
and not to even people. Yeah, and not even to people that they're hooking up with. Like I have a boyfriend, and I have like another boyfriend. One of my boyfriends is in Ohio right now. And,
Oh,
like,
are you
we don't
are
send
you a
nudes, we
poly?
talk. We're in like a equilateral triangle right now. We're like in a triad.
An
and I haven't figured out how to
isosceles?
talk about it on
Are you in an
stage.
isosceles
No,
triangle?
it's not. I mean, Ohio is kind of far away, so I guess one side is going
No,
right
isn't
now.
isosceles the
But,
even
like,
one?
I saw.
No, that's
Oh, my bad.
equilateral.
Oh yeah, that is equilateral. Yeah.
Are you?
He schooled you,
And
Ashley.
No.
No. And so I like talk to him every day, and then my boyfriend who's here, we see each other naked like all the time. Like I'm the worst. Like he always tells me I have to put on underwear before I go into the living room because he might be on a Zoom, like a work version of this.
This is work. I
this
don't know what
is
you're
work.
talking about. That was really rude because this is work.
Exactly. Well, so then it's like then I'm not wearing pants, and so you're not wearing pants. So that's like a little fun, like sexy thing. But like people just will send nudes, like on close friends on Instagram. Like the nudes, I wish there was a metric for it. Have had to jump exponentially
Because I think
Like,
people want
I've been
the
sent- I've-
validation is sort of like becoming the sex. You know what I mean? You're like, I'm feeling myself.
Maybe.
I want someone to tell me that I look good because I can't have that physical connection.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna send some nudes. I should have said this. I don't know why. I sent my first nude during this quarantine.
Oh.
Yay! Oh man, that's amazing, Ashley.
I have every time I take a nude, I get a fucking anxiety attack, and I want to return the favor to this girl because she's sending me these nudes, and I feel like that's so nice of her. You know what I mean? Like that, it's an honor to receive a nude. It is. She put time and effort into that. So I've been trying, and every time,
Yeah. I take one every morning.
for real.
I literally, this isn't, I wish this was an exaggeration. I take one nearly every morning.
I love that.
I go to sleep naked. I wake up. I have a full length mirror. You can sort of see it. It's like where it's right there. And I stand in front of it.
I'm like honored to see it. How many minutes do you spend per nude? Seconds. How many seconds do you spend per nude?
Oh, it's like pretty easy with this full length and like as long
We
as
also
my dog
need
is
to
in here,
clarify for
it's
the
like a good
listener that
15
Jay's
seconds.
body is an actual Greek statue of a god that they worship. It is
Yeah.
actually marble chiseled into the male perfect form.
Yeah, I mean, like when Jay got
don't
on
know
the
if-
call, Jay's wearing like a tank top. Like, okay, like rude to do this on a call. Yeah, and he got on the call,
waist
and
up, the waist
up
my
crush.
hands got so clammy right now. No, mine's not just a waist up crush. Mine is a waist up, waist down, waist around, like waist underneath. Like I am a waist all around
Yeah.
crush.
You're
for
wasted.
this.
You're wasted on his
Hella
body.
Wasted.
Oh my gosh, I can take this off. I'm
Don't. I will die.
I'm getting like for real.
I'm like wearing cute little little
Shut
camo
up.
underwear too today. Because in quarantine you have really good days and then stretches of bad days, and yesterday was like a good day for me. So like I showered, washed my hair, shaved, deodorant, walked around, answered emails. But like 2 days before, I literally stared at the ceiling and was like, please stop.
It's
just at
I'm definitely, I thought, we did, because I
one.
was thinking, should I get dressed up for this and like pluck my eyebrows? And then I was like, no, show the people what you are. You know what I mean? Like, because they're in this position too.
Oh, but it's like a weird mix of like, because we're talking about gay sex, but like gay men are super horny still. Like a lot of gay men are still breaking quarantine. Like,
really?
It's fucked up for me to talk about, but they are.
Okay,
Yeah.
there are so many things that I want to talk about, and we only have like half an hour. We might have to go into a bonus, but I want to talk about that. I want to let me finish my nude story. So I was walking through the apartment naked because here we are. I catch myself in this mirror behind me, and I've been working out like hardcore because it's quarantine. I don't have much to do. I got to stay sane. So I've been working out a lot. I just started getting like one ab. You know what I mean? Like the one ab.
That's what's up.
Yeah. And because I've been working out, I've been doing push-ups, my boobs look better. They look like higher and perkier. And I caught myself in the mirror and I was like, just take it. Just fucking take it. Don't think about it. Took it. I looked at it. I was like, oh my God, you fucking did it. I sent it to her and she was so happy. It was great. And she didn't she didn't overreact either. She was like,
the reason
it was
why
perfect.
you don't take news is because you think you spend too much and you judge yourself too much.
I judge myself so much. Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Oh, the old paralysis by
100%. Yeah. The reason I haven't really started my career as a nudist is because like, you know The Gap by Ira Glass? I cannot believe I'm about to apply this to nudes.
I'm a little fucker for The Gap. Fuck yeah.
Listeners,
bring Ira Glass into
if
this
you
combo.
don't know, The Gap is Ira Glass talking about when you start as an artist, there's going to be a gap between the work that you make and the work that you respect and love. And you're going to hate your own work and that you have to get through that gap. And I think I had a really big moment for my nudes getting through that gap.
That's what's up. And now you can get through her.
Hey. Pew, 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 pew. Wait, where's the air horn? I got to do the air horn on here.
Yeah, you got to find it.
I found it. Okay, I did it.
Say it's a hard job, so.
Wait, let's go to Jay. Can we go to Jay, Gara?
Yeah.
Is that okay? Jay, did you have gay
go
sex
ahead.
this week?
Yes. And it's fun. It's always fun. Well, like, my camera is on. I'm on my boyfriend's side of the bed right now. So there is definitely lube on my phone now. It's just like, because the lube goes on the nightstand during. It's away before, but like during, it's like the lube bottle goes on the nightstand. And then like the bottom of the lube bottle definitely has like some lube on it. So then there's always like a little bit of residual lube. On the
That was
nightstand.
beautiful.
That's the
that
name
was
of my
really
punk
beautiful.
Yeah. Residual lube? Oh, yeah. Did you get tickets to see Residual Lube? No, why? They were at capacity. It was packed. It was tight in there.
Wow. Who remember concerts? Who remember?
Who remembers
Sad.
concerts?
Rest in
Wait,
peace,
what?
concerts.
Oh,
I was
concerts.
just saying who remember
Yeah,
concerts.
LA.
Yeah.
LA says they're not gonna.
Yeah.
Okay, back to gay sex
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
not
yeah.
crowds.
Right,
But,
exactly.
yeah,
Kind of the
awesome.
same thing.
It was really fun. It was good. The crazy part about me and my boyfriend having sex now is that like we always have to like readjust because we're used to like sex being like a nighttime thing, and now sex can kind of be a whenever
It's
thing.
true. It's true.
I mean, it like if someone's like, "Oh, I don't want to have sex right now," and you're like,
Right. We could do this puzzle. We could
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I don't want to really.
So I have a question if you don't
Oh,
mind my asking.
yeah.
Well, I have two.
Ask
Do you
it.
find that at the beginning of quarantine you were just like fucking like bunnies? Because I had a girl in here for a little bit at the very beginning of quarantine before it sort of became mandatory. I was kind of and we just
Yeah.
like, because I was like, I don't know when I'm gonna see you again. I don't know when you know what I mean. And we just like fucked like crazy to like kind of make up for the future. So did you or is it the kind of thing where you're kind of getting sick of each other?
No. Well, at the beginning, we weren't sick of each other, and we're not sick of each other now. But the sex now is definitely like yes, but after this
Right.
episode, is on
Right.
the rest
Wait.
video. And then sometimes you're like, we shouldn't have watched that episode because now neither one of
Yeah.
us. is horny. That is
It would be worse if you were like both
Wait a
hornier, you
second.
know. So it's good that
Yeah, you telling me that Olivia? Wait, she lost Elliot again? No, I can't. So, like sometimes it's like, oh, we shouldn't have watched that.
And my other question, if you
okay.
don't mind, is I
Yeah.
don't so like I am so male gay sex is like really foreign to me. I don't know anything about it really. Do you and I don't know whether or not I'm Garrett, cancel me if I'm about to get canceled. Are you verse?
Garrett, don't do it.
Are you
Show
verse?
mercy, Gara. No, why would you be canceled?
Garrett knows she's no. Okay, so actually, you are not asking anything.
Okay, cool,
wrong
great.
at all. Like there's that weird subsect of gay men that are like, can't you tell? How don't you? Can't you tell? You don't know. You don't
Right.
know what I am. I'm like, yeah, but like everybody likes Carly Rae Jepsen, so you need to tell me.
That's the clip. That's the opening clip.
It's true. They're like, you can't tell from the way I carry myself that I'm a bottom. I'm like, well, okay, see, you fooled me, Bowser. Now chill out. I'd say I'm like an 80-20, like ground beef. I'm 80-20, 80 top, and then like 20% bottom. So like if you are a queer man and you've never been the receptive partner or a bottom, like at that point, you're not even like doing the gay stuff all the way. You should at least try it a few times to figure out what you like about it, what you dislike about it, who you like to be back there.
That's actually beautiful.
So just have a more grown up.
I've never thought about this, but one of the amazing things about being queer and hooking up with someone of the same sex is you do have a shared understanding of each other's bodies. At least you have some way more common ground than like traditional heterosexual sex. And so like to do something to like put yourself in an interesting position for just the sake of, and of course you don't want to do anything that triggers you or like makes you uncomfortable, but like to put yourself in a position like, oh, I'm going to learn about, I guess I should just let that girl eat my butt. She keeps asking me. But
yeah, man. Well, straight people have gentrified.
It's true.
eating, so
It's true.
Like every straight guy is like, I eat ass now, and everyone's like, okay, but this is still a Zoom conference call. So, you don't have to tell us that. We want to know how accounts receivable we're doing. But I guess that's
I love how also like straight men are so afraid of being perceived as gay, but like will definitely have like now that they're proud of having their asses eaten, and it's sort of like, all right.
Oh yeah, they're on their back grabbing their fucking ankles. What you talking about? I know so many straight guys right now that are just like slowly but surely figuring out. They're like, listen, I'm straight, but I'm not narrow. And I'm like, what? Time out. Because they want to be cool. Like every straight guy wants to be cool. And whenever they start to realize that girls will think that they're cool, like whenever girls like, I'm attracted to bisexual guys. Like if a girl says that, if a hot girl says I'm attracted to bisexual guys in a crowd, at least 3 straight
One
guys.
time. Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
One time I let this gay guy blow me. So
yeah. But I will say,
do you understand
I
how
don't
many
care.
times?
I don't care what you've done. If you've hooked up with a guy and you still identify as straight, there's a part of me that's just like, okay, I guess I'll have sex with you now. Like, I'm telling you, like this is my truth. I am just a sucker for that shit. I'm like only attracted to bisexual guys. I'll be like, if you're not bisexual, they're like, wait, but I did this one thing. I'm like, okay, then you can fuck.
I've thought about it. Well, I had this weird dream last night.
Well, because Garrett brings up a good point. If we actually like had the numbers, because we never will. If we had the numbers, it'd be like 60%.
I think the bisexual count would be enormous. I think straight and gay people.
But we're never gonna
I
get
think
the
everyone's
numbers.
bisexual, hands down. I think everyone is attracted to anything. And as someone who's a self-identified freaky deek, I'd say if anyone could get locked in the room with like one person for like a very long time, I think you could fuck. I really do. Like, this may be crazy, but hey.
Gara, I've never wanted to fuck a guy.
Even with like a piece, even like a strap.
Oh, for empowerment reasons, absolute. For feminist revenge, yes, 100%.
Well, here's my thing.
But see,
I think, especially as we enter a world where, like, I think that fluidity is so open, and also I think that, like, the trans story is just, like, people are like, oh my god, so many people are trans, and also, like, so many people might not have body parts that you thought they have. Yeah. So it is entering this kind of, like, weird time of being, like, am I, attracted to this person? Am I attracted to this person? And it makes it, like, people want to put a label on everything, and hello, I'm they, them, I love my little label, but, like, it does get to a point where it's like, I don't know if we can put a label on everything. I think people are attracted to what they are attracted to, and also, trans people rock! That's my soapbox.
Are you signing off?
That's
Goodbye!
That's propaganda. That's propaganda. That's what everyone thinks. That's also what everyone thinks. Like,
for sure, like Gara's standing on a stump.
Everyone
trans people rock! I'm Gara Lotting. Follow me on Instagram.
Everyone thinks that like Gara's like, by the way, I just got cast on this project for Nickelodeon, and you know what? It's gonna be nothing but trans. And everyone's like, but what are my kids gonna think? And you're like, turns out your
trans
kids
people
are trans too. And then like the guy like looks in the mirror and he's wearing lipstick, and Garrett's like, you know what? You're trans too. And like his world is just completely, that's like what everyone in Mississippi, where I'm from, is like. That's
yeah, like and if we put this in perspective, because I do these cruise gigs. We are currently living in the bubble, but I do believe that everything is I think everything's on a spectrum. It's just whether or not you're open to that part of you, even if it's just the littlest teeny tiny bit. And I look forward to the man that makes me want to fuck him. I challenge. Well, actually, no. If you're a cis straight man listening to this, I do not challenge you. But if you're like not a cis straight man, yeah, give it a shot. I'm
There are like people. I was gonna talk about. There are also people on Twitter that are just kind of like gay on Twitter. Like that's like another thing where people that aren't gay, like people with like loving relationships, like they have like just a nuclear traditional family, but on Twitter they'll be saying gay shit, and I'll be like, wait, what? You know this is a public forum. They're like, yeah, but I'm just like tweeting out.
Wow, so it's almost like their repressed part. They find validation for that part of them like on the internet, on Twitter,
or they just do it because they can, and they can't say it on Facebook.
But like, as someone who appears, and I totally know the people you're talking about, they totally exist, but as someone who appears most times to people that I'm in a heterosexual relationship, it is kind of like this strange thing of like, I fear most of the time that people are going to jump down my throat for not being queer enough.
Oh, me too. Me too.
But then they haven't seen you do any performances.
That's true.
True.
You are,
or they
Garrett,
haven't seen me fuck. So
that's so funny because you're like literally the queer. The reason that I was like, I gotta have Gara be the youth in the booth was because you are the queerest person that I know.
Wow, and I'm gonna masturbate to that later. Thank you so much.
I haven't.
Get that.
I can do a loop.
That's
the queerest person that I know.
Yeah.
The queerest person that I know.
Thank you.
Garrett, did you have gay sex this week?
I did, and mine might be the gayest sex, because I get off, and I'm serious about this, I get off on, like, emotional shit. Like, my foreplay is, like, tell me about your past. Like, my foreplay is, like, let's talk about your mom. Like, I, like, love that shit, so my queer sex was, like, me and my amazing partner, Jacob, were like just kind of like fooling around on the couch, and then we were like went into the room, and then we just like started just like having the deepest convo, and we just like interlocked our legs and like totally just like went at each other's minds, and then I knocked one out later, and it was great.
Wait, what? Oh. I just got it. I was like, what?
Oh, you know what? Oh man, that's like that would happen in a movie, and that scene would be the scene that like couples have like a very decisive split over. Like one person would be like, "Oh man, that was such a beautiful moving scene about intimacy and how you can be physically there, but also like mentally there," and then the other person would be like, "Yeah, but then we really jerked off." And so,
does Jacob because you're in a roommate situation, right? So your quarantine sex is like
wait,
very.
can I just say what just happened? My roommate and Jacob are texting me right now because they heard that, and my roommate's asking if it's this couch.
So that's what I was about to say. You're fooling around on the couch.
I didn't say that. I said we're making out on the couch. It's totally different.
But where is your roommate? Like in the kitchen? Like watching? Like where is your roommate?
Yeah, that's where our roommate is. No. No.
Is your roommate in his room or their room? I don't even know the gender of your roommate.
Them. But they were out of town. No, they were somewhere else. I don't remember.
Oh. They were out of town this week?
No, okay, they were at their
Oh, we got him.
Yep, I'm breaking quarantine. Everyone cancel me. I'm not.
We were fucking on a couch in the street.
Oh, my God.
We were fucking on a couch that was free on Craigslist on the sidewalk.
In someone else's.
So technically, it was group sex.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, there you
God.
go.
Whenever I walk by one of those couches, I have like I used to have like a giant bed bug fear, as everyone I think in New York City does. But wait, so Jay, let's talk. I want to talk a little bit about your thoughty we got you. So like when you're, and this is another thing about the gay male community that's like really different than I think like the dyke community. I feel like gay men, there's so much sorry to make a generalization. Men are hornier. They're hornier.
Do it.
And like in the lesbian world, if I posted poetry or I sent like poetry to a girl, that would be like you know what I mean? Like that's what would go viral. But like with gay, like we don't post the way gay men post. Like who is this for? Like what is your connection when you put a thoughty picture on Instagram out there? What is your connection to the people looking at it?
Wait, before you answer, Jay, just quickly before you answer.
Am I canceled?
No, you're not canceled, but I will say that I don't think the dyke community has never been hornier, and as someone who also posts thoughty pics like my, mentor, Jay Jurden, who has taught me the way of thoughty.
in
I post a thoughty
thirst traps.
I get a message from Jay being like, "Nice job, Padawan. You have done me well."
Do you understand? You know what? Sometimes when someone posts something on stories,
I'm shouting. Sorry, bud.
We're all shouting.
Sometimes all you have to do is just like hit the flame emoji to someone's post to let them know, oh, you're killing them. It's not even always horny. There's a base layer of horniness. There's like in the tiramisu of life, like the lady fingers
pun
are
intended.
the base layer of horniness. And then yes. And then there's like the liqueur and whatever, but and the like.
Wow,
mascarpone
are you like making tiramisu at home? I could not have done that.
And so, but listen, the reason I post pics is so that I get attention from like gays that just go, oh, he looks like that. And then from people that go, well, Jay, you're funny. But this too? And
that is actually so fucking annoying about you. Like, that is so because I always say comedy hot, which means like someone who's like fine, they're like fine looking, but because they're funny, they're hot, like they're comedy hot. But Jay, you would be hot even if you were the dumbest, most bigoted, fucking annoying person on the planet.
Wait a second. So if I got on stage, I was
if you were like, I'm the pussy man, the pussy man, I would be like, God damn it, he's still so hot.
And then there's like the final layer, which is people that know, like you guys, that know what I'm doing. And so like that's like, it's just, I want to kind of hit every facet. It's fun too. Like, it's silly. Like, I'm never doing anything to be like, oh, I look hot. It's always like accident. It's always like, this looks hot, but then also like, can I say something stupid?
I think that's what people
Does that
get
make sense?
wrong about other people who, especially like, you know, even people on Twitter who make a living off of, you know, posting nudes or, you know, on like campsites. I think what a lot of people get wrong about people who post thoughty pics, it's for them, man. That is not for you.
Yeah.
Like, anytime I post a picture, it's like, oh, I look good. And I guess you guys can see it if, you know, I'll let you see it. But like, it's because I love the way that I look.
And
like,
I think some people turn themselves on too. I very rarely look at myself and think, damn, okay, I'm horny now. Like, I very rarely. But I do know that other people, like a girl that I dated once, and my sister has told me that, like, she turns herself on, and that sounds gross in the context of this. I'm, like, gonna barf. But she talked about that on one of our bonus episodes on the Patreon.
I'll flirt with Sam Morrison. I'll flirt with Sam because I'm the opposite of his type.
Right.
So it's always gonna get to a funny
Sam
place.
fucks dads.
Like if we're flirting
just
online.
for reference.
Yeah, Sam has like a very specific he's eating at one restaurant all the time.
Yeah.
Let's just say that. You know what I mean? He comes in and like he's like unusual. Like that's Sam.
That's so funny.
But, like, I flirt with Sam publicly on Twitter just because, like, it's fun. Like, it's fun to flirt. Gay comics also, like, usually for the longest time have been, like, mean. Especially queer male gay comics have been mean because we've been, like, the arbiters of wit. Like, in the 80s and 90s, they had to see a bunch of their friends die. So they all became, like, really very mean.
Oh, wow. I never made that connection.
Everything
That's such
would
a
be, like,
thoughtful point.
Everything would be like a turn. They'd be like, I don't like lesbians. I don't like gay people. I don't even like myself. And so now we can be a bit more joyful.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that makes so much sense. I hadn't even thought of that.
Oh, yeah. There's like a divide between older gay comics and younger gay comics because younger gay comics are like, oh, like, things did suck and now they're okay. Whereas, like, older gay comics things suck.
I'm curious, like, because I think when I talk to gay men, like, gay men can enjoy, or in my, you know, this is another generalization, but, like, when I talk to them.
Do it. Ashley, you're never going to put your foot in your mouth with me because I'm old too.
Yeah, but I'm sitting here ready to cancel all of you. And I'm recording this, and this will get sent out to Zoomers everywhere. So be careful.
Well, I like flirt with Gara, so I'm always gonna try to get you out of it.
Oh my God!
Now, listen,
thank you so much.
Appreciate
that.
I flirt all the time. Like this, we're like telling like this is like behind the curtain stuff that the viewers probably don't know. But I flirt with everyone.
Well, honestly, now that you're saying, now that you're saying that you flirt with everyone, I am kind of like, okay, well, I guess I wasn't fucking special, and so thank you. I flirt with Garrett because I told her that me and her have the same type of boyfriend. True, and it is they, them. So, Jay, you're done. Jay, and now no flirting, no comedy.
You're canceled.
No.
I'm hitting the boo on the soundboard
Tonight
right
Show.
now. Yeah, I'm buzzer.
Oh,
buzzer.
no. Did you see that clip of RuPaul going on the Tonight Show, and Jimmy Fallon was like, "You're a drag queen," and RuPaul was like, "What did
Wait."
you call me?" And Jimmy Fallon was like, "Wait, is that the right term?" And then RuPaul was like, "I am the queen."
Oh, that's so funny. That's so funny. Oh my God, he's like, "My show's over."
Literally.
It was literally that moment, though.
I'm glad.
because Jimmy Fallon was like, "Am I canceled? Did I say the wrong thing? I thought I knew the thing."
The aides prepped me. They gave me an index card with all the information.
What did you say about AIDS, Ashley?
I think you blew out your microphone. You just laughed so hard.
Wait, can you guys hear me?
I can.
I made pop on the thing. But wait, okay. So the thing that here's the thing about AIDS. No, I'm kidding.
Is this just the Westboro Baptist Church podcast
what we do
now? Are you going to be like, the reason it was invented was to get rid of them?
What we've done with this podcast is we've created a huge audience of gay people, and now the conversion begins.
Okay, so I am hanging up. Thank you so much, Ashley.
Oh, man.
Okay. What I'm saying is, I feel like, now I can be a little flirty. I have fun flirting with people. I think I put like I have like real flirting vibes and fake flirting vibes. You know what I mean? Like I think I fake flirt with a lot of people, and it's like playful and fun. But I think that you're like really flirting with Gara. You're like trying to fuck.
Well, no, because I really flirt with Gara, but I fake flirt with everyone.
Oh,
wait,
Gara.
I'm so happy that we're talking about this. I feel like the belle of the ball, literally.
You are. Belle.
Wow, thank you. No, the
bell.
ball.
Oh, great. You're the ball of the bell.
You're the bell of the ball.
Of the bell.
Oh my God, this is just like, we're just like in, you know what? This was like the least we've ever stayed on topic, and I feel like that's just like so quarantined.
Sex.
Yeah, we've been talking about sex this whole time.
I guess we've been talking about sex this whole time.
And sex. Here's something fun. So
it looks like you were gonna whip your dick out for a second. Sex. You were literally like leaning in, and your arm disappeared, and you were like, "Here's something fun."
I was gonna take off my shirt. So I can hear my neighbors have
really gay or hetero.
Because everyone's. So the building I live in is cursed. There
straight
have
people
been
everywhere.
Strap in.
Two different gay couples broke up.
Ooh.
Like, I think one couple got divorced, another couple broke up. The unit that we're in, we got from a gay guy who I think went through a breakup, and that's why he had to leave.
Do you live in Hell's Kitchen? Where the hell do you live?
No, I'm in Harlem. We're in Harlem, and we don't. But like, I hear my straight neighbors have sex a lot now because everyone's home all the time. Like? So like, it's never like So it's like rhythmic, which I'm happy for her. But then there's also like an element where it's like a lot.
That's when he's coming.
It's done. But it's not done because then it comes back.
Maybe he's going down on her.
But also kudos for that. Like, they changed it up. They're keeping me on my toes.
I'm realizing I don't know anything about straight sex. I thought the traditional move was like going down on the girl first so that she comes, or like getting her to come first, however that might be, and then the jackrabbit finish where they just like, because like the little bit that I know is like when a guy is ready to come, he'll like speed it up. You know what I mean? And it's essentially just sort of like she's like Gara's laughing too hard at me right now. Am I just like, I've gotten this information from straight women.
Okay, so you're right in some aspects, but like the going down
anytime
all the time,
or during,
during the time.
But then,
especially like if it's,
but then it happens. The like that part happens.
Yeah.
We're about to go out again. We gotta restart the Zoom call one more time.
Yeah,
and then cliffhanger. What is straight sex? Will we ever know? Coming to you after the break. All right, I'll send you guys another link. Oh my god.
What
Can I
up?
just say that I
Shirts off.
I love this episode. Oh my fucking god, Jay. What are you doing?
His shirt's off. Yay. There it is.
Shoulders.
Okay.
Anyway.
Shoulders. I can do.
No, I was complimenting the shoulders. I was
thought
like,
you were
there they are.
I thought you were like one of my terrible gay friends. If you don't like, oh my god, you could like be on Fire Island. This is a perfect point of what gay men do. You could like be on Fire Island. You could be like, oh, what do you guys think about these tiny? And they'll be like square cut short shorts. Your gay friends will be like, oh, I mean, yeah, we're all going with our asses completely out, but that's fine. You can be a nun, and you'll be like, oh my god, I gotta get naked.
The gay men are like your middle school clique of girls, but amplified by a male sex drive.
Oh, every gay man who is terrible like that, they saw Regina George and thought, oh, she's right, and they never finished the movie. They like didn't see they didn't see anything after like the gym scene. They're like, seems like she had a good plan. And you're like, no. But like they all learned something in the end. They're like, nope, you're just supposed to write terrible things about people online. And you're like, no, that's not.
Damn, you're so quick. You're so fucking quick. Wait, we never resolved what straight sex is. Yeah. Jay, you kind of know. You
I know
have had it, right?
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, what's it like, Jay? Tell us.
we're like the virgins, and Jay's like, I just did it for the first time. Okay.
You try your best as a man. This is like a crazy thing, but you like actively put someone else's needs before your own, which is
this does not sound right.
It is because here's I can't speak for every guy, but the overwhelming percent of like cis hetero dudes, they're gonna come. Like, it's just a foregone conclusion. It was like what happened in November 16. It's like, oh, something's gonna get fucked up. You just don't worry about how, but it will. And so that's why you heard or probably kind of know about like a lot of straight guys. They will be like, I'm gonna jerk off earlier today.
Yes, I've heard this.
Easy one out the way. And then have sex. I'm gonna use her toys and go down on her and make sure she comes, because the male refractory period is different. So the girl can come again from like not necessarily from solely penetrative intercourse, but like penetration plus like clitoral stimulation while you're like having sex with her. So then like
I actually know a little bit about that.
I know you know about
okay.
But then like then she came twice, you came once, and you as a man are like, oh yeah, okay, cool, got it, the fit, good job. So it's like a little bit more intensive, but then sometimes a girl will be like, no, I just want you to come so then I can get off later thinking about this. So they're like a number of like crazy.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, there are girls that are like, I want to prove I can make him come and then make him leave. Like, there are girls that go, no, you need to come so I can say we did this. That happens.
That sounds hot.
Did you not?
Where are those women in my life?
Well, here's my only thing. As someone who has, as you would call, quote unquote, straight sex,
Garrett, nothing is straight with you ever.
Look, I know listeners.
I'm looking for a sexy saxophone.
Turn, okay? And hey, I think that's where we leave this.
I agree. I don't think that I'm ever gonna figure out what straight sex is.
Okay, I'll tell you about straight sex. First, you have to put your hand in a bag of hot Cheetos.
Okay, I can do that.
And then you have to rub your eyes.
Wow, straight listeners. This was probably our most radical.
They're gone,
dude,
man.
a straight white male slid into my DMs today and was like, great podcast. And I was like, I am changing the world.
You know a dinosaur?
I do. Yeah. He's preserved in amber. And Dr. Fauci actually went and got the mosquito out of the amber and then took that DNA, reinvigorated him or whatever, turned into a straight white male now living amongst us in a park, and then he got on a phone, DM'd me, and told me he's a fan of the podcast.
I'm a fan. I saw, who are you guys talking to? Oh, actually, I saw the clip where you like put your fingers inside of a girl.
Oh, the worst day of my entire life.
Was it like a sourdough starter? What was in there?
Sorry.
What's the other? I watched that clip. I love that one. I also like the fact that like you are like basically saying we're gonna be in charge of these conversations, because whenever queer people go on shows like this, it's always like two straight dudes being like, Jay, you have sex with dudes, what's up with that? And part of me wants to be like, so do y'all. But then another part of me is always like, okay, I'm the gay person here, the bi person here, so let me.
I'm not an expert. I don't.
No, but you're like
so
fun.
few of us. Yeah, so few of us. Who actually has the authority to say that they're a sex expert or a relationships expert?
We've established this. Gara.
Well, right.
There.
There you go. There you go.
I have had 10,000 hours of sex. So
you've had your Malcolm Gladwell.
Truly,
10,000.
no one is equipped to know the experience of everybody. We're all bumbling along. You know what I mean? So I just figure let's be real about it, and let's make sourdough bread. Because I'm hungry. Ew. I did not go down. We stopped after. Just FYI.
Okay, embarrassing sex for me. This is.
Oh wait, let's do this because we are at time. Let's do this for the Patreon.
Okay.
We're gonna. But Jay, why don't you plug something so that we can get a plug out of you, out of your butt.
Yeah, get this butt plug.
Oh, the album! I forgot to mention that up top.
That's fine. What'd you say about me?
What I said about you was quickest rising. Oh, I just got that joke. My bad.
So,
I'm mad because Jay in quarantine, day 30 of quarantine, can get on a Zoom call and be making jokes
quick.
as if he watched this Zoom call in the future and wrote these jokes before it.
So fucking fast.
And that's rude.
And in perfect joke structure too. I know this is not at all what the listeners need to hear, but Jay, the concepts are correct, and that's like part of why Gara and I are good at this, right? Like we know the joke that should be made at the time. Jay is doing the perfect execution of that joke with the words in the right order, the operative word at the end with the word economy in real time.
Right.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Great guest.
Yeah.
Fantastic guest.
Also, Jay, through this whole thing while we were complimenting him, has just been sitting here like rubbing his chest, really like
the coconut oil is all over his body. But do your plugs, your album.
My album, Jay Jurden, y'all, comes out April 24th. It's available for pre-order now. So please, it's available on iTunes, Amazon. I'm sorry, boo Amazon. Amazon, billionaires are terrible. And Google Play, like the Google Play Store. So pre-order it, listen to it. It's a fun album. It's 15 tracks. It's a lot of jokes, a lot of good jokes, I think. So
I know that it's a lot of good jokes. We know that for sure.
Follow me.
And what's your accounts that people can follow you on?
Jay Jurden, all one word. JayJurden, all one word. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Like a lot of the brand is very streamlined. It's just my name.
Cool.
And I'm the most famous Jay Jurden. So
there are so many Ashley Gavins. They're mostly in the Midwest, and if one of them blows up on TikTok, I'm gonna fucking kill myself.
Ashley, I like that. Ashley Gavin, I like that your whole name is also the name of a couple that went to Ole Miss with me.
No
a couple,
way.
Ashley and Gavin.
I love that.
I've actually seen that. If you search Ashley Gavin, you get wedding websites. You get like Zola websites and fucking knives to buy for them. And I'm like, can someone just like make me famous? Like, why is this still in my results?
We should have them on the podcast.
Like, not even another Ashley Gavin. Like, two separate people. Like, come on, Google, get your shit together. There's enough results for me. Jesus. So I'm at AshGavs, and if only one person has DM'd me a question, And also, not enough people are being very nice and saying nice things. I'm not getting any I want to fuck you. So this is problematic.
Send
well, it
those
is a
nudes.
podcast, so yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Send the
You don't know
nudes.
what I look like. Well, go to my
Oh.
Instagram. Why aren't you going? What
you
the fuck?
You should say that if someone sends a nude, well, I don't know in this day and age what's problematic and what's not, but send questions about gay sex.
I do.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
Also, send me your nudes.
Or
No, I'm kidding.
listen, I'm gonna send.
I'm not.
Ashley, Garrett, I'm gonna send y'all a nude so
No
y'all
way.
can even promote it.
God bless.
Do you dare me? It's like a dare. This like I'll for real do it.
I
is it a
dare you to send me a nude.
Okay,
I've
watch.
gotten some, so I'm.
Are you for real? It can happen.
If you send me a nude, I don't know if I can. I'll send you a nude if you
I'll
send me
send
a
you
nude.
a nude.
Is this
Gara,
okay?
you're not part of this. Gara.
Garrett's part of it. Garrett was part of it like a while ago. That's been going on for a bit anyway.
Thank you.
That's true.
I'm part of like a special group now, so welcome, Ashley.
Garrett, I'll say this. Garrett was like on the close friends early.
Gara was my wait, Gara, when you have your parents refer to you, do you have them say daughter, son, or what? Child would be the term, right? My child.
They don't know I'm trans.
Right, but like in a perfect world, what would it be child?
No,
Because that
I'm from a
doesn't
daughter.
feel okay. I'm just checking. All right.
Yeah.
Well, then you are my daughter, and I am your mommy. Anyway,
Garrett gave you the Padawan Jedi analogy earlier, so you could use it correctly. Ashley, looks like you are.
right.
canceled.
You're my grasshopper. You're my grasshopper. And Gara, do you want to do your plugs?
Yeah, I'm just at Garra. Just start typing those GRARA. You'll find it. And then I have another podcast. If you like what you hear, it's called Queer York City, and that's available anywhere.
Cool. And now for our Patreon. So if you subscribe to the Patreon, you will get an embarrassing sex story from Jay right now. But if you're not, get the fuck out of here. This is over.
Bye.
Okay, this is. Listen.
All right, here we go.